week's Texting Tuesday. As always, let me make sure that it's actually working. And if you could, let me know. Give me the old thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me and see me, and we're good to go. Let me get that down. It does look like it's working. So I want to do a couple of things today to share here. Number one is I haven't shared this in a while. My FSBO texting sequence or process, and I've got a document that I will add to the description in here after the live is done. And I'll just share my screen and show it to you right now. It is right here. So I'll share this document with you. It's got the entire 3-step scripting process, examples. This is a video walkthrough. I show you where to find them for free. All of that for you. So I'll add that to the description afterwards. I am going to probably text a couple of different segments in my KV core this morning, and then also do follow-ups. So I would love interactions, questions, thoughts, ideas. The more engagement we get, the better. I've got 27-ish minutes until I have my team daily huddle at 11 Eastern. So let's go ahead and dig in. I am going to first go into my Smart campaign. And this is a complete aside, but if you're using KV Core or something similar, and even if you're not, I think it's critically important to your long-term success to have every contact on some sort of automated follow-up, whether it's something every month, like in KV Core, we can do market updates on a monthly basis, or they're getting something every week, an automated custom priority alert search. That would be search alerts in KV Core. On top of the manual communications that I recommend, the weekly email and these Texting Tuesdays, I think it is critical to your long-term success that you do that. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. In fact, I'll stop share here for a minute. I actually yesterday, and by I mean Mike, because Mike's awesome. Mike is my right-hand man. Had him yesterday. He went through my KV Core and all of the Z buyer seller leads that I have gotten since whenever, went through and made sure that they were getting a monthly market update for the zip code that their property is in, and then also weekly property alerts for the zip code that they're in. So I can stay top of mind with them, even if I get busy, even if I get distracted, even if I have stuff going on, even if my daughter is up all night moaning and groaning because of stomach pains, and I don't sleep hardly at all, and it throws me off my normal routine, right? Life happens, stuff happens. So you want to set things up and have things in place to ensure that when things do happen, you're still leveraging technology, and you've got components in place so that your success isn't dependent 100% on your personal activity. Now, let's take a look at this here. So I am going to search by FSBO, hashtag FSBO, and oh boy. Now I wonder why. Let me take a look at these, because I don't even remember some of these communications. What are your thoughts about? Let's take a look at these, a couple of these. I don't know why the hashtag doesn't seem to be Yeah, okay. Clear filters, maybe that was it. Nope. Sometimes you got to play around with the settings to make sure you're pulling up the right stuff. And it still is not right because it's not showing, it's only showing older ones. So let me see if I can choose lead source. See what that does. There we go. Okay. So that probably got us. How many we got? How many we got? So 144. I got 144 FSBO leads in here, for sale by owner leads in here. I should have grabbed a tissue. Let's see here. Some of them I've had communication with. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and select them all. And I'm going to use a message that is a unique selling proposition that is also mentioned in here. Now, I'll give you something different you could do. A different way that you could mix it up with them. And actually, I want to remove the newer ones here because, well, that one. Let's look here. Okay, so I'm going to use a unique selling proposition that I have access to, and then I'll give you an alternate way or some alternate ideas of how you could make an offer like this. This is more of a direct offer, and there's two ways you could do this. You could do it as a two-step, where you're basically you ask them a question. And so you're just trying to get them to engage and say yes or no, or you could just send them to the information. I would say on text message, it's probably better to do it as a two-step. So how? Hi. If we could help you sell your property top dollar, no hassle, and zero commission, would you be interested? You know what? I'm gonna think here. Sorry, from the top part, no hassle. Okay. So what could you say instead? Okay, what could you say instead? You could offer them. Maybe you have some. Maybe you put together a report with 10 ways to market your property and sell it for sale by owner. Maybe you could offer to put together a website for their property. I saw somebody, I forget who it was, talking about using a platform like Listings to Leads and actually building them a website to promote their property. There are any number of things that you could do that that would be, value driven, and you could ask in this kind of exchange sort of nature, this two-step kind of nature. So I'm going to send this to these 144, and then we're going to dig into a couple of other things as well. And then that one's sold. I need to better update some of these, but yeah, well. Just taking a little, oh, sold. So I'll text that. Okay, so that's one segment that oh, That's a great idea too, Lisa. Hook them up to your YouTube channel as a recurring weekly drip. That going back to you know, the first point I made. I already have somebody. And so there's two ways you could handle this when somebody says yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to content. And I think we may have sent this to you previously. This is somebody that this is a seller lead. This is a for sale by owner that was ready to list with us and then decided they were going to wait, if I remember correctly, until their daughter was done. Their daughter was done with school this year. So let's see here. Hang out the house. Oh, okay, so that's the kind of the outbound texting for today. Now, offer a VMA. Offer a VMA, a virtual. What's a VMA? A video market analysis. Let's check that out, Lisa. Bring this up here. Okay, so this I think would be a great offer to make to seller leads, but that aren't for sale by owner. So let's go back in here. We'll do one more thing, and then I'm going to do some follow-ups. And just to close the loop on what Lisa had said, because I've been bouncing around. She said, hook them up to your YouTube channel as a recurring weekly drip. So that was in response. If you're scared, don't waste my time. That's funny. As a way of automating follow-up. And Lisa, I think that's a great idea. What I would use is the YouTube videos in my weekly broadcast emails. But certainly that's unfortunate. Here we go. If you have any recommendations on how to get realtors to stop calling and message me, that would be great. So getting lots of activity. So it's sold. We'll go here. Right on. Congrats. If there's anything at all we can do for you, don't hesitate. One. Hey, Gregory, when you have a few minutes, check this out. And then let's schedule time to chat. There we go. Already sold for top dollar. Congrats. All we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. Let's see here. that one for now. Congrats. If there's anything at all we can do to help or support you, don't hesitate. Now, let's see here. Of course, I got that one. No. Let's see. Okay, MP, no problem. If there's anything at all we can do to help support you, don't hesitate. Okay, simple things like this, like why would I take the time to do this? Well, you don't know that they may know somebody that does. And if you're the one that's like not the pushy, in your face, realtor type person, then other opportunity may come your way. So, and I should have just copied that response because I've now used it 3 times, but congrats. If there's anything at all I can do to help or support you, ask. I'm just working through some follow-ups here, trying to maximize our time. All right, let's go to this one. Which property? Any that you have. How do I want to respond to that? Which property? Which property? How many do you have available? Check out the info here, and let's chat. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to Lisa's idea here in a minute. I don't know why this isn't sending. Do. We broke the internet. There we go. Ron says, I've had FSBOs text me back already because I took the time to send a congrats response to already under contract. You're right. Be nice. And it comes back for sure. Because you don't know, it may come back on the market, right? Or, who knows? Maybe they're still trying to buy a home. Like maybe they sold their home and they're in between, they're renting or something like that, right? Like just be kind, put good out into the world, and good will come back to you somewhere or another. This is one I need to get back to. So they're interested in seeing one of my listings. Right on. When would you like to schedule a private tour? I wanted to hit that one. I got 2 listings. Oh, look at this, Laura. I got 2 listings, December 1st of December and one in December, one in January, doing your FSBO texting. I set up a meet and greet. I look at the home, talk to them, bring a mini CMA, marked up with highlights and info to pique their interest, and a rough estimate on price. I typically leave this with them. I get their email and tell them I will send them an accurate CMA, send other info and pre-listing packet, and then follow up. Laura, great stuff. Hey, I'm curious, as a follow-up to that, thanks for sharing that, by the way. As a follow-up to that, how many would you say over the last 60 days have you reached out to? So how many for sale by owners have you reached out to in the last 60 days that then turned into those 2 listings? I'm just curious to know. Okay, now let's take Lisa's idea, offering them a VMA. You could offer them a professional equity assessment report. That's an acronym I got from Keeping Current Matters. I wouldn't call it a CMA, right? You could call it a pinpoint price analysis. Oh, you got 15 appointments. So 15 appointments and then 2 listings. Awesome. I'd be curious how many, I'd be curious to know how many you reached out to as well. But good for you. Good for you, Laura. Awesome stuff. Consistency, tenacity. So you could offer a VMA, Lisa's idea, and you can check out her video in there. You could offer a PAIR, professional equity assessment report. You could offer a pinpoint price analysis. You could offer to include their property in your silent market. I need to come up with a better name for that. That's a Dean Jackson phrase. I don't really love that. I don't know, your hidden market. I don't know. We can come up with that. But what we can do here is I can go into lead details and apply seller filter. And you know what we're going to do here? This is what we'll do here. We'll go seller filter Z-buyer, I think is how we get to that. And 100 rows. So these are my Z-buyer. A lot of these have not been reached out to at all, or may have been reaching out to them as well. So I'm going to mass text. These are seller leads. You have any thoughts of selling in 2021? So we could just go a real broad thing and just try and spark conversations, or we could say, hi, first name, would you like us to include your property in our silent market program? And they'll be like, a lot of them are going to be like, what is that? And then what you can do is record a video. You can record a video and send them a video response. We could also say, would you be interested in getting a free VMA on your property? Or a free PAIR, or a free soft home inspection. Okay. I'm going to go with that. Would you be interested in getting a free soft home inspection on your property? No, you know what? Actually, I'm going to say, would it be okay to include your property in our silent market? Thanks, Josh. Josh EXP. In our silent market program, or silent market listings in our silent market. No, I'm just going to rock with that. In our silent market program. I think there's a better way I could word that, and maybe I'll come up with that. If I do, I'll let you know. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to shoot that out. Ready, fire, aim. Ready, fire, aim. Just pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. I'm going to go next. And then what I'll do is those that respond, I'm probably going to send a video reply back to them. I'm just looking, a couple of these I think I actually maybe sold. And I don't want to, yeah, that was just the one. I'll send that. So I'm going to leave you with this, and then I'm going to check out. I'm going to check out the comments here. The trick here is to constantly be on the lookout for things that you can offer that are differentiating, that are unique, that are, sort of intellectual property, language that they maybe don't hear, or that would create that curiosity in them, and then use that, right? That's what this Texting Tuesday is really about. How can we get their curiosity raised enough so that people respond, and we have an opportunity to for a conversation to see if we can help them, and then how we can help them. That's all we should ever be on the lookout for with prospects or people we're having conversations with. Can I help this person? How can I help this person? Can I? How? Can I? How? Can I? How? Alan says, on the late train here, but where are you getting their info? They're for sale by owners. So for those that came on late, I have a document that I'll put in the description with this live as soon as we're done. And we're going to have to come in for a landing here in a minute or two, because I have my team daily huddle. In that document, it shows how we get the for sale by owner contact info. And then I was reaching out to Z Buyer seller leads. That's a service, and so forth. This may be a good application to offer them our 3 free homeowner offers from last year. Yes. I actually had thought of that, Lisa. That's a great point. I love that. Absolutely. Good stuff. Last thing I'm going to leave you with is a little bit of a tease. I have been getting many folks asking for, who are curious about our selective sequencing system. How could this be tweaked or adapted specifically towards seller lead generation? And, we try to, we lead with buyer offers to get people excited about the home they're going to buy. And the majority of them, because of the type of offers we're putting out there, also have a home to sell. But how could we reverse engineer it to directly go after sellers? And I've been kind of in the lab. I've been looking at a bunch of different things and putting together a bunch of different options and so forth. My hope is by next week I can reveal what that looks like, and give you some early beta results from my using it. And then for those that are interested, we can help you deploy that as well. As always, if there's anything at all we can do to help or support you, please don't hesitate to ask. If you're curious about the selective sequencing system, you can go to selectivesequencing.com or just shoot me a private message. If you haven't already, get registered for, we've got 2 amazing workshops this week. Tomorrow is the perfect listing presentation, and Thursday is how to launch your very own BPO side hustle. And I'm extremely excited. I've got 2 awesome ladies that are part of my organization that are going to be on, and they are going to kill it. They're going to provide a massive amount of value. Check those out. They should be in your inbox. If you don't know where they are or you haven't seen them, just shoot me an email or comment below and we'll get that to you. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and talk